All of you, good morning. All of you, good morning. Now, today we see chapter number 3, Arithmetic Progression from Maths 1. Okay. This chapter includes 8 marks for our board exam. And what we see in this chapter, let me see now. But initially, first we understand what is that arithmetic progression or where we use this. In the some students, we are giving that exam of NMMS scholarship in 8th standard. In that exam, the questions of sequence is a given, and the question is asking that find the next term or find the dash dash empty space, fill the empty space in the given sequence. आपण NMMS च्या एक्झामला किंवा 8वीच्या स्कॉलरशिपच्या एक्झामला सिक्वेन्स सारणीचे क्वेश्चन्स पाहिलेले आहेत. ओके, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला पुढचे टर्म्स पाठीमागचं रिलेशन फाइंड आउट करून फाइंड आउट करायचे होते. किंवा एक सिक्वेन्स दिलेली आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये 10th नंबरला कोणता नंबर येईल, कोणती टर्म येईल, हे असे क्वेश्चन्स आपल्याला त्या सिक्वेन्समध्ये झालेले आहेत. आणि हा इन्क्लूड करून टॉपिक आपल्याला अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन इथे ऍड केला. शिवाय तुम्ही आता एमपीएससी ची एक्झाम देऊ इच्छित असाल, 10th ला आहे, किंवा आपल्याला काही स्पर्धा परीक्षा द्यायच्या असतील तर त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा मॅथ्स मध्ये हा टॉपिक इन्क्लूड केलेला आहे. ठीक आहे. देन व्हॉट वी सी इन द अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन, सी नाउ. First we see the sequence. What is the meaning of sequence? Then in that, sequences are the two types. Okay. Then sequence is given in the form of numbers. Then if their difference is constant, of their product or ratio is a constant, then there are two types of that sequence. And out of that, arithmetic progression is the one type. What is arithmetic progression? What is the nth term? How we find the nth term? And what is the relation of the next term with the previous term? That all concepts we see here in arithmetic progression. After that, we see the nth term of an element, of an AP. Okay, means in the question AP is a given, and then we have to find the nth term for the given. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8 is a sequence. Okay, in that sequence, which term is present at the 21st term? Okay, means which is the 21st term in the given sequence. Means if sequence is given, means it is an AP, and in that AP we find the 21st term by using that formula, which we see that point in this one, that is nth term of an AP. Okay, and later on the next part, that is the sum of nth terms of an AP. Means one sequence is given, or for example, I save my some money in post office. Okay, for example, I save for every month 2000 rupees. Then what is the saving amount after 3 years? 3 वर्षानंतर माझी सेव्हिंग अमाऊंट काय होईल, हे आपण जर फाइंड करायचं असेल तर आपण त्याच्यासाठी इथे येणारा जो फॉर्म्युला आहे, द फॉर्म्युला which is based on the sum of the nth terms of an AP, we use that formula and then I find my total saving after 3 years. Okay, such examples are included here in that last point, that is sum of nth terms of an AP. Okay, then next we see the first part, that is the sequence. What is sequence? See, a set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in definite order like the natural numbers is called as a sequence. This sequence is the set of numbers. We see the concept set in 9th standard. Okay, in set we arrange the numbers, but we arrange that numbers by a definite order. In set we arrange number as it is given. Okay, in ascending, descending, but there is not sequence. For example, we are taking the square numbers, we are taking cube numbers, we are taking prime numbers, set of prime numbers. Such a like sequence is a set, but in that set the numbers are arranged in definite order like the natural numbers. Here given as we arrange, we write the natural numbers. For example, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then these numbers are arranged by a definite order, and after arranging that definite order, this set is called as a sequence. Okay, then In a sequence, a particular number is written at a particular position. If the numbers are written as A1, A2, A3, A4, then A1 is the first term, A2 is the second term, and so on. Then it is clear that AN is the at the nth place. See, in sequence a particular number is written in a particular positions. म्हणजे सिक्वेन्स मध्ये जे काही नंबर्स आहेत ते पर्टिक्युलर पोझिशन्स मध्ये लिहिले जातात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल A1, A2, A3, A4 dash dash dash. Okay. What is the meaning of A1? That is A1 is the first term of the sequence. A2 is the second term of the sequence. A3 is the third term in the sequence, and so on. Okay. Then last term is given in that sequence. Means it is clear that AN is at the nth place. Is what is the meaning of this? If we consider this n is a natural number. Okay. Means A1 it present in the first term. I'm taking A5 means the term present at the fifth place. Okay. Then nth place is given, we convert it as in AN. Means what is the meaning of AN? AN means the nth term in the given sequence. Okay. Means we write all that number by a particular rule in a particular position. Then we find that there is a definite order in which the numbers are arranged. Here is a definite order. Sometimes it is arranged in descending order. Sometimes it is arranged in ascending order. Okay. On that basis, we arrange these numbers. For this, we see some examples. Okay. See now. One example is given here. That is a 4, 8, 12, 16, dash, dash, dash. If we see this sequence, there is a one order 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay. What is that sequence? It is arranged means if we added 4 in the previous term means 4 plus 4 is a 8. 8 plus 4 is a 12. 12 plus 4 is a 16 and so on. Okay. Means these numbers are arranged in a definite order with a particular rule. Means here order is given as we added 4 numbers and one sequence is formed here. Okay. Then see this next example 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay. What is the rule for this given sequence? If we see all that terms, then here we concluded that if we multiply by 2 to this first term 2, 2 2s are 4. Okay. Then again we multiply by 2. 4 2s are 8. 8 2s are 16. 16 2s are 32 and so on. Means again here is a one order. On that order the numbers are arranged. Okay. So it is in a sequence. And next one is given here 1 upon 5, 1 upon 10, 1 upon 15 and 1 upon 20. Again we concluded what is the sequence here. Means 5 2s are 10. Okay. Again here 5 3s are 15. 5 4s are 20. Means here we write this ratio in the form of as A upon n means A upon 5 into n. Okay. First time we take it here n is equal to 1 means 1 upon 5. Then we multiply by 2. 1 upon 10. Then we multiply by 3. 1 upon 15 and so on. Okay. Means here the numbers are arranged in a definite order and they are placed in a definite position is given to all that numbers. All these are examples of the sequence. Okay. Then we see the terms in the sequence. What is the meaning of terms? See now. In a sequence, ordered terms are represented as T1, T2, T3, dash, 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 Tn, where Tn is the general term. We write here the sequence in the form of T1, T2. The T1 means it is the first term. T2 means it is the second term. T3 means it is the third term, dash, 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 and Tn. We don't know what is that last term. Okay. There some sequences are given as it contains infinitely many terms present in that. Then n n is a natural number. Okay. and this is called as a Tn, means a general term. The value of n, it may be 1, it may be 2. If in the given sequence 50 terms are there, then we take the value of n from 1 to 50. Okay, then let's find the relation in this sequence. And let's consider or understood the examples given behind it. Okay, see now. On that screen, we are taking 3 examples. We see the examples one by one. See the first example. 1, 4, 7, 10 empty boxes are given. Then here we have to find the relation between the terms and what is that order, on that basis which order they are arranged here. Okay, 1, 4. If we added the 3 in the first term is a 1. If we added 3, then we get second term. Okay, again in second term, if we added 3, then third term it is a 7. And in third term, that is a 7, again we added here 3, then we get a 10. Again we added 3 in the 10, means it forms here 30. Okay, then what is the next term and what is the relation between them, we see now. Then here is a 30. Then if we see back, it is concluded that here in each and every term the 3 is added. Okay, here is also 3 added, here is also 3 added. So again we add here, that is 13 plus 3. Then 13 plus 3 means next term is sequence. That is a 16. Okay. Means what is that? 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16. Then we find infinitely many terms in the given sequence. Means in first example, if we see here, we added 3 in each term. Then we get the given sequence. Okay. Then we see second example. 6, 12, 18, 24, dash, dash, dash. Okay. Then again we concluded. See now, we focus on the given terms present in that sequence. If we concluded, we see that it is in present in ascending order. If it is a present in ascending order, means the any constant number is added in each and every term, or it will be multiplied. Okay, see. But for the given example, if we see 6 and 12, means if we added 6 in the first term, we will get 12. Okay. In second term, again we added 6, then again we will get here 18. Then again we do the addition, 18 plus 6 means we get here 24. Then again here for the empty box here, we added 6 in 24. Okay, here we added 6 in 20. Means 24 plus 6 is equal to 30. Then again we have to add, what is that property? In previous stage, if we see that 6 is added in each and every term present in the sequence. Okay. The next term is here 60. Sorry, 30. In that 30, again we add 6. Okay. Means the next term is 36. Means what is that form sequence? That is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 and so on. Okay. Then see example number 3. What is that sequence is given here? 3, 3, 3, 3. Means what is the meaning of this? The in given sequence, each and every term is here 3. Means which number we added in the given sequence? That is here we added 0. Means 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. 3 plus 0 is equal to 3 and so on. So again here in this next term, we added 0. Means 3 plus 0, that is equal to again 3. Again we do here addition. 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. Means which sequence we get it here? That is a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 and so on. Okay. Means from these examples, we are concluded here that here in the sequence 1, 2, 3, the similarity is that the next term is obtained by adding a particular number to the previous number. and each of this sequence is called as arithmetic progression. Okay, what we see here in these three examples, a number is added here, a particular number is added. In first example we added 3, okay, in second example we added 6, and in third example we added 0. Means a sequence is formed by adding a particular number to its previous number, then that sequence is called as arithmetic progression. Okay, here we added the positive numbers, sometimes again we added the negative terms or negative numbers, then that form sequence is again arithmetic progression. Means in short we have concluded that here, that if a sequence is formed by adding a specific number, then that sequence is called as a arithmetic progression. Okay, here we see three examples, again we see another three examples. See now, see here example 4, example 5th and 6th, again three examples are given, and again we have to see what is the relation between these terms present in each sequence. Okay, see the first example here, 4, 16, 64. What is the relation of 4 and 16? Means if we take this term 4 and here we multiply by 4, then we will get here the second term 16. Okay, again we see the relation of 16 and 64. Again here we multiply by 4 to second term, then we will get 64. Means from these two terms we here see that each term here is multiplied by 4. Means what is the rule for the given sequence? Here multiplication is taking place and here we multiply by 4 to the next term. Okay, then here third term is 64, then we have to do the multiplication of 64 into 4, that is equal to 4 4s are 16, carry 1 is here, 4 6 are 24, 1 is added means 25. The next term is 256. Okay, then where here we take again 256, then multiply by 4 to 256. 4 6 are 24. Okay, 2 is carried. 4 5 are 20. 20 plus 2, that is 22. Again carry 2 here. And 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 2, that is equal to 3. Means next term for the given sequence is 1024. Okay. Again we are taking this term here. Means 1024 into 4 to find the next term. Okay. Then if we multiply, again we get it here. 4 4s are 60. Okay, carry 1 is here. 4 2s are 8 plus 1 means 9 is here. 4 zeros are 0 and 4 1s are 4. Means this is the next term in the given sequence. Okay, means in fourth example here we multiply by 4 to each term present in the given sequence. Okay, this is the particular rule is used for the given sequence or given example number 4. Then we see here example number 5, that is negative 1, negative 1.5, negative 2, negative 2.5 and so on. Okay, again we see T1, T2, T3, T4 are the givens. Then what is the relation between them? Then we see here in each term is here decreased by 0.5. Okay, means here we add 0.5, negative 0.5. See here, the sequence is present in descending order here. Example number 5, see that in example number 5, the terms are arranged in descending order. If it is present in descending order, then we add a negative number. Okay, and we concluded here in each term, here we added negative 0.5. Means negative 1 plus negative 0.5 is equal to negative 1.5. Negative 1.5 plus again negative 0.5 is equal to negative 2 and so on. Okay, see that here. Negative 2.5 plus 0.5. Then one empty box is given. Then here we do the addition of this T4 plus negative 0.5, and that addition is equal to negative 3. Means again we see here in the fifth example, we added here negative 0.5. Okay. Then see again sixth example is given. Here is a 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube. The next term is 4 cube. Again here cube of 5. Means if we take here cube, but all that examples are given here, it is a n cube. Okay. Means here is not that specific number is added, or not a specific number is taken in multiplication form. Means the example is given here, it is a different from the previous examples. Okay. Then from these examples, again here we concluded that, see now, the example number 4 is not an arithmetic progression. See here, what is arithmetic progression? We see in the previous slide. That is, if we added a particular number in each term present in the sequence, then that is arithmetic progression. Means we added the term, then it is arithmetic progression. See here, in fourth example, we are multiplying a particular number to each and every term. Means in fourth example, here we multiply by 4. So we here state that it is not an arithmetic progression. It is not an arithmetic progression. Okay. In this sequence, the next term is obtained by multiplying the previous term by particular number. Means in fourth example, we obtain the next term by multiplying 4 to the previous term. Okay. Then this type of sequence is called as a geometric progression. Means if we multiply by a particular number to previous term, then the form sequence is called as a GP. In short, it is called as a GP, means geometric progression. Okay. And see here, fifth example. What is in the fifth example? In fifth example, here we added negative 0.5. We added means a sequence is formed by adding a particular number. That sequence is called as a AP. Okay. Means in given example, the example number 4 is geometric progression and example number 5 is arithmetic progression. Okay. Then here we see some examples. The next part is that arithmetic progression. Here we see arithmetic progression because in our syllabus only the arithmetic progression is here. Geometric progression is not included in our syllabus. So we see the meaning of the arithmetic progression. To understand the meaning of arithmetic progression, some examples are given here. Okay. Again we see these examples. See now, 100, 70, 40, 10, negative. Then here is given that. Okay. Then first we see what is the property used to form this sequence. 100, 70, 40, 30. Meaning is that all terms are present in the descending order. Okay. If the terms are arranged in descending order, means we add any negative number in the given previous term. Okay. Here we see what is the difference between them. If we subtract that T2 from T1, we get here 30. Okay. Means again we subtract 40 from 70, again we will get 30. Means the meaning is that there is a difference of 30. Means the terms are arranged in descending order and it is differ by 30. Okay. So descending order is here. So we subtract 30 from each term. Means 100 plus negative 30. Means we added here negative 30. Then we will get 70. Again 70 plus negative 30. Means in T2 term we added negative 30. Then again we will get 40. Then 40 plus negative 30. Again here we get 10. Then 10 plus negative 30 means we will get here 20. Then 20 negative 20 plus negative 30. See here, addition is here. Here is also addition. Okay. But in this addition, the 10 has positive sign and 30 has negative sign. Addition is there, but if signs are different, then we do subtraction. And here we subtract 10 from that negative 30, that is equal to 20, and here we give the sign of bigger number. But see in the next one, negative 20 plus negative 30, both have same sign. So here we do addition of that 20 plus 30, which is equal to 50, and give the sign of bigger number. This next term is negative 50. Okay. Again we find the next term. Then what we do here? That is negative 50 plus negative 30. Then we will get here negative 80. Okay. Means in first example, here negative 30 is added. Okay. Then we will see second example. See here. Negative 7, negative 4, negative 1, 2. Okay. Then we see here negative 7, negative 3 means here negative 4 is greater than negative 7. Okay. Negative 1 is greater than negative 4. And 2 is again greater than negative 1. Means all that terms are arranged in ascending order. Okay. Then we will see here what is the difference between them. Here we see negative 7, negative 4 means difference is 3. Means that negative 4 is greater than negative 7 by 3. Okay. Again negative 1 is greater than negative 4 by again 3. Means here in this given sequence 3 is added here. Okay. So here we add the 3 in the next term. Means 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Again we see here 8 plus 3. Then we will get here 11. Okay. Means we find many terms in the given equation. Okay. That is here second. In second sequence here added positive 3. Okay. Then see third example 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. We see previous example that is a 3, 3, 3. Which number is added here? Means here we added 0, 0, 0. Okay. Means in all that examples here a particular number is added to get that sequence. Means if we added a particular number in a given sequence, then form sequence is called as arithmetic progression. What is the meaning of arithmetic progression? A sequence in which we added a particular number in a previous number, then the form sequence is called as a arithmetic progression. Okay, all of you understood this? Then see now. In each sequence above, every term is obtained by adding a particular number in the previous term. Okay, means we added a particular number. Then the difference between the two consecutive terms is a constant here. See in the previous example. See, what is the difference between them? The difference between the 170 is 30. Okay. Difference between 70 and 40 is 30. Again difference between 40 and 10 is here again 30. Means in the sequence the difference is remains constant when we added a particular number in it. Okay. Means what is given here in sequence we obtain by adding a particular number, then the difference between the two consecutive terms is remains constant. Okay, if the difference between two consecutive terms is a constant, then it is called as a common difference. What we call for this one? It is called as a common difference and it is denoted by D. Okay, what is D? D is the common difference that we obtain by subtracting the next term from the previous term, and that constant is difference, common difference is remains constant in an AP. Means what is AP? In AP, the each term is obtained by adding a particular number and the common difference in an AP is remains constant. Okay. In the given sequence, if the difference between the two consecutive terms, that is tn plus 1 minus tn, is a constant. What is the meaning of tn plus 1 minus tn? Means we take it here t3 minus t2. Okay. Again we take here T4 minus T3. This difference is denoted by D and it remains constant in an AP. Means here given T n plus 1. N plus 1 means we are taking if here 2. Then n plus 1. 2 plus 1 is a 3. And T2 means T3 minus T2 is equal to D. T4 minus T3 is equal to D. Again T5 minus T4 is equal to D. And in an AP, this D is known as here common difference. Common difference means for given sequence, if common difference is constant, then we call as it is an AP. It is an arithmetic progression. Okay. See, the difference D can be positive, can be negative or zero. डिफरन्स काही काही वेळेला डिफरन्स हा पॉझिटिव्ह असू शकतो, डिफरन्स हा निगेटिव्ह असू शकतो आणि डिफरन्स हा झिरो असू शकतो. पॉझिटिव्ह असेल त्यावेळी इट इज अरेंज इन असेंडिंग ऑर्डर. ओके. निगेटिव्ह असेल देन दॅट अरेंज इन डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर. And if it is a zero, then we get the same term in the given sequence. Means in an AP, in an arithmetic progression, we add positive number, negative number, or also we add a zero. Okay. To understood this arithmetic progression in your exam, the questions are asking just like the given sequence is there, then you have to decide that it is an AP or not. Such questions are asking for 2 marks or 1 mark in the given exam. Okay. See, I am taking some examples to understood the meaning of that arithmetic progression. How the questions are asking in our exam. Okay. I am taking here first example. See, which of the following sequences are AP? And if they are AP, then find next 2 terms. Okay. I'm taking here example that is 2, negative 2, negative 6, negative 10. Okay. Here we have to decide that it is an AP or not. But we understood that what is AP? AP is arithmetic progression is a sequence in which we added a particular number. Okay. And that common difference is remains constant. For that we are first consider here all that terms here. Okay. Means we consider here T1 is equal to 2, T2 is equal to negative 2, and T3 is equal to negative 6, T4 is equal to negative 10, and so on. Okay. To find that it is a AP or not, here we find common difference D. How we find common difference? That is T n plus 1 minus T n. Okay. This is the general formula to find the common difference. Then we find the first common difference present in T1 and T2. That is T2 minus T1. Okay. Means minus 2 which is equal to minus 4. Again we find common difference for the given one. That is T3 minus T2. See here T3 is negative 6 means negative 6 minus T2 is again negative 2 minus negative 2 means again we get it here negative 6 negative becomes positive 2 means the addition of negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. Okay. Again we find common difference for the next terms that is D is equal to I am taking here T2 minus T1. Okay. Then T3 minus T2 and again we take here T4 minus T3. Then see what is the fourth term. Fourth term is negative 10. Negative 10 minus third term is negative 6. So we take it here negative 6. Means we simplify it. Negative 10, negative again become it is positive 6 which is equal to negative 4. Then D is equal to negative 4. See here common difference is negative 4. Again here is negative 4. Again here is a negative 4. Means for the given example here common difference is constant. Is constant means d is equal to -4. Therefore, given sequence is an AP. Given sequence is an AP. Okay. Then what is next question? That is find next two terms. Here T4 is a given. Then we have to find here T5. How we find here? T4 plus difference. Okay. We added difference in the terms. Then we find the next term. This T5 is equal to T4 plus D. What is here T4? It is -10. Okay. -10 plus -4. Okay. Means -10, -4, which is equal to -40. Means fifth term for the given sequence is -40. Again, we have to find here the next term, that is T6. That is T6 is equal to T5 plus D. Means -14 plus -4. Means -14 plus -4. Both have same sign. So here we do addition. That addition is -18. Means which are the next two terms for the given sequence? That is -14 and -18. Means first we decide that the given sequence is AP or not. It is an AP. If it is AP, then we find two next terms. Okay. All of you understood this? Then we will take another example. Okay. Based on the same question. See, question is the same. Example is a change. Okay. 1 1 2 2 3 3 is a sequence given. We have to decide that it is a AP or not. And if it is AP, then we find next two terms. Okay. Then we consider here all that terms. Consider T1 is equal to 1. T2 is equal to again 1. T3 is equal to 2. T4 is equal to 2. T5 is equal to 6 and T6 is equal to, T5 is equal to 3 and T6 also is equal to 3. Okay. We have to state that it is a AP or not. For that, we will find common difference. We will find here common difference. What is common difference? That is D is equal to Tn plus 1 minus Tn. Okay. Then we find for the first one. That is T2 minus T1. What is T2 here? T2 is a 2. T2 is a 1. 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Okay. Again we find D. T3 minus T2. See here, T3 is a 2. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Again we find D. Means up to 4 times we have to find the common difference. Okay. कमीत कमी 4 वेळा आपल्याला काय करायचं कॉमन डिफरन्स काढून पाहायचा आहे. नेक्स्ट टर्म इथे येईल T4 minus T3. T4 is here 2. Okay. And T3 is again here 2. Means again common difference is here 0. Then we find again D. That is a T5 minus T4 is equal to, fifth term is 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. See here, for the first year difference is 0. For second one, 1 is difference here. For third one, 0 is here. And for fourth one, common difference is 1 is here. Okay. Means here difference is not constant. So we write here common difference is not constant. Common difference is not constant. Okay. Therefore, given sequence is not an AP. Okay. What we understood from this given example? See, If common difference is constant, then it is AP. If common difference is not constant, then it is not an AP. Okay, means we see the given sequence is AP or not. On that basis, we see here two examples. First example, in first example, common difference is constant, so it is AP. In the second example, common difference is not constant, so it is not an AP. Okay, on that same theory part, another question is asking just like, what is that? See, the first term and common difference is given. Then find the four terms in an AP. Means here first term is given and common difference is again given. And we will find the AP. Means we have to form here AP. Okay. Here first term is given as a -3 and common difference is taken as a 4. On that basis, we have to find the AP, means T1, T2. Okay. We take here A is equal to -3 and D is equal to 4. Then we will find here that is T1 is equal to T1, the first term, which is equal to called as here A, means A is a first term which is equal to -3. Okay. What is the meaning of A? A is also denoted as a first term. Okay, means first term is denoted by T1 and it is also denoted by A. Means T1 is equal to -3. Then we will find here T2. How we find it? That is T1 plus D. T1 is -3 plus 4. -3 plus 4 is equal to 1. Okay. Then we find T3. That is T2 plus D, which is equal to here 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Then we find T4. That is T3 plus D. Okay. T3 third term is a 5, means 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. We have to find first 4 terms. First term 3, second term 1, third term 5 and fourth term is a 9. Okay. Means which AP is a form here? Therefore, the given AP, therefore, arithmetic progression is as, what is it here? 1, which is the first term, sorry, -3, 1, 5, 9, dash, dash, dash. Okay. And such a question are asking for here for 2 marks. This question is asking for 2 marks. Means what is that? AP, to form AP or find first 4 terms in an AP if first term, that is A, is a given and D is a given. Okay. Then again we take the second example to understand this, how to form an AP. Okay. Here first term is given here. First term, which we consider here T1, which is equal to A, which is equal to here -1. Okay. Then common difference is again given here. Common difference is present here in fraction form. That is equal to -1/2. Then we have to find the first 4 terms. Okay. Means first we find T1, which is equal to A, and here A is -1. Okay. Then we find T2. How we find T2? That is T1 plus D. T1 is -1 plus -1/2 means -1 minus -1/2. Okay. Then we simplify here. See, denominator is not equal. It is 1 and 2. So here we do cross multiplication. Means -2 minus 1/2 means we will get here -3/2. Means second term T2 is a -3/2. Then we will find T3. What is the formula for T3? That is T2 plus D. Then we will find here T2 is equal to negative 3 upon 2. We take this negative 3 upon 2 plus negative 1 upon 2, which is equal to negative 3 upon 2 plus minus 1 upon 2. Okay, we simplify it. See, in the given subtraction here, both have same sign and denominator is equal. So we write as here 2 as a constant. Okay, the negative 3, negative 1 means addition is negative 4 upon 2, which is equal to negative 2. Means T3 is equal to negative 2. We have to find first 4 terms, means again here we have to find here T4. What is the formula for T4? That is T3 plus common difference D. Okay. Then we take third term, that is negative 2 plus, which is a common difference here, negative 1 upon 2. Then we simplify again, negative 2 plus minus 1 upon 2. Again here denominator is 1, means both numbers have different denominator. So again we are doing cross multiplication, negative 4 minus 1 upon 2, that is equal to negative 5 upon 2. This is our fourth term. Okay, therefore and AP is, what we get here, first term is minus 1, second term is minus 3 upon 2, third term is minus 2, and fourth term is minus 5 upon 2. Then we will get many terms for the given sequence, but the question is asking that here we have to find here 4 terms. Okay, so here we find the 4 terms. Which are the 4 terms? Negative 1, negative 3 upon 2, negative 2, negative 5 upon 2. Okay. These examples are based on the today's theory part. Okay. Then we will be solving all the questions in our next video. So please watch our next video, and if you like this, then like the video, share, or also subscribe and hit the bell of icon. Okay. Thank you.